Intro. We're back again, everybody. I'll hook my shirt up. We're gonna hang it up in the shop.
So we just outran Ka. Now we found ourselves in the finals of the Gamblers race. And our lucky matchup is Dominator, and he's been driving the Bumblebee all weekend.
And the Bumblebee has been known to fly, for real.
Yes.
Yeah, that car's been, it's been doing really good on 28s. It won, the $50,000 at Corey's. And it showed up here, had a mishap, and got put out. Then it dropped, and so now we're racing him in the Gamblers race, and like they got that thing rolling. The coolest part about racing them, they're pitted straight across from me, and we'll get back from racing Kai. I put the fans on my car, and probably should have checked my car a little bit. I was more interested in what they were doing, so we were watching them rebuild this whole car. They had Patrick Miller. Like, if anybody knows Patrick, if you race him, he's not happy unless he blows his car up. Like, he's got to blow it up to outrun you, because he feels like if he didn't blow it up, he left something on the table. So, we know it's on the edge if Patrick's over there. Jimmy Howe is over there, so you know, like, Bill Lutz, his son, Dominator, like, they got a whole team over there rebuilding this car. As cool as it can be.
It looks like an NHRA pit.
Yeah, it is as cool as it can be. Them guys are thrashing. And so we're over here chilling, knowing we got to race them. And it's gonna be tough, knowing it's gonna be tough. And I felt like right lane, maybe a little better. So when we go to race them, I know me and Dominator both are hoping we get right lane. I mean, I'd like to sit here and tell you that I'm gonna get the bad lane and outrun everybody, but no, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of hoping I get the good lane. The car, when I raced Kai, we had some issues with number 8 cylinder going out, so we're trying to address it. We got injectors. We're gonna swap both injectors, see if that fixes it.
We think we may have an injector going bad, so finals in the second chance race, and Larry's about to take the fuel rail off and hopefully get our number 8 injector changed.
Last time I done this, I broke a wire. Remember that?
Yes.
Nighttime.
Got more daytime right now. All right, 1 second.
For some reason, keep dumping fuel. If we get that fixed, it should be a really good race. Like, that's gonna be stout. If that problem doesn't happen with us losing a cylinder mid-run, Bumblebee's gonna have a handful. That's the way I feel about it.
I think you guys are gonna give the people what they want to see.
Yeah.
2 fast cars flying up the track.
Yeah. So we roll up to flip for lanes. I ended up getting a lane choice, so I took right lane. I felt like right lane was better. So
Can you believe Cam flipped?
Yes.
He's a coin flipper.
Yes.
Always finding his way into something.
And but I think Bumblebee made a good pass. Dominator made a good pass in the left lane the round before. So he does have data for that lane. So I feel like they know what to do this pass. And so roll up, we do a burnouts. everything's going good. I roll into the beams. I feel like since I did a little front end alignment, the Cuda's driving a lot better. It's gonna make a heck of a pass. I turn loose the trans brake, set me back in the seat. Lost that cylinder again. I seen that little glimpse of yellow disappear out of the corner of my eye. I was feeling good. I said, we on for a ride. I felt like about mid-pass, something happened again. And I'm thinking, man, number 8 cylinder, we lost it again. So we're about mid-track, and I just feel it laying overnight, not running. I was like, daggone it. I'm still pressing my foot in the floor, hoping I can get that wind. I didn't see Dominator nowhere around. And about that time, I'd say 3 seconds in, I started seeing some smoke out of the corner of my eye. I can physically see the zoomies puffing smoke. Poof, 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 poof. And I'm sitting there thinking, all in like a second and a half, I'm thinking to myself like, hey, Dominator, let out the throttle, you're gonna blow that car up. I was waiting on parts to fly over and hit me. And right at the finish line, he started tugging ahead, and I said, man, so I lost this race. And he blew up beside me. So with him blowing up, I knew Patrick was happy at the starting line. He blew that motor up.
Yep.
But it was one of the coolest races ever to actually see a car blowing up beside you, and Dominator's foot in the floor, not letting off of it. They got that win. We rolled down to the bottom, and we get to talking. Here comes Axe Lady down, and she brings this.
Wait, what? Hey?
That's a good thing about a 136. I'll screw that back on that run. I don't know how it didn't suck it through the motor. Dang, man. This little boat, and I told her, I said, well, I don't have nothing like that on my car. And she said Jimmy Howes brought it over to her after I made my pass, and apparently in the burnout it shot over and hit him, and he picked it up and gave it back to us. We'll get back to the pits, pull the data, and I still had no idea where this came from. Pull the data, and we start scrolling across, and the boost failed. I'm like, the boost failed? At 2 seconds in, the boost dropped. You can come right here and look at it here. At 136, I had 40 pounds and 38. I'm comparing to when I raced Kai. So at 175, I had 44 pounds, and racing Bumblebee, it dropped to 39. Where the further I went, the more boost I lost. So racing Kai, I had 50 pounds of boost, and Bumblebee at 385, I had 27. So
this is what should be about the end of the race.
I'm thinking I'm losing cylinder. This time I lost boost. That's just part of racing. Stuff happens every pass. So at the end of the day, they outran me fair and square. That's part of it. But so this is what I usually do. If I'm like changing converter bolts, I figured out where this came from. It came off my Pro Charger. So when I'm changing converter bolts, I'll stick an idling socket in here, and I'll spin the engine over. Well, this is a reverse thread bolt. If you spin it backwards, sometimes it'll break the lock tight on it and loosen it. And you just tighten it back up, and you just check it every so often. Well, I've been making so many passes on this car, I hadn't checked it. And this is a 136 F3, so it makes a little more boost. And all I had to do each pass was just reach down and touch it, and I forgot all about it. I'm over there watching them work on their car, and I should have tightened this nut up for this bolt. And so when this came off, basically the propeller's trying to suck air in. Well, it had nothing to hold it, so I don't know if you can see the propellers back and the fins they're like cut up back there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that it touched down, and which F3 136, truthfully, when it touches down, it don't really bother me much. If this had been on there, it wouldn't have. 'Cause this is such a tough blower. I mean, really, I should just put this back on there and run the blower. But I'm gonna send it back and get them just to check it over, and it'll be good. They'll send it back. It'll be good, like new. But that's just funny how little things throughout a race. People see these cars making passes, but you don't see behind the scenes. Every pass, there's some other struggle. There's something every pass. It's a million moving parts. There's no telling what could be wrong. So we ended up getting put out. I think that's the second time that Bumblebee has put me out. And both times I kind of had something fail.
Just a preventable parts failure.
Yeah. I need to just keep do a little more maintenance maybe.
We still need to make a checklist.
Yeah, I should, but anyway.
Good win for a good guy.
Yeah, good win for a good guy. Dominator's a cool dude, down to earth. I still was kind of confused seeing him in a Chevy, being a Mopar guy. I tried to swap cars with him and tell him, hey man, I drive Chevys all the time, so I mean, you can drive a Mopar if you need to, but it's always fun racing Dominator. We always have a good time seeing Bill Lutz out too. Like, Bill Lutz is one of the greatest drag racers to me that I've ever raced with. See him interact with fans, kids, that's part of it. That's one of the coolest things. And here's even a piston that I think Bill gave my son, and he went around and got people to sign it. I see Ryan Martin, Scott Taylor, Larry Larson, Dominator.
Dean in the pink.
Yep, Pinky on there, Murder Nova. Is that what?
That's Tyrone Kelly.
Kyron Kelly. So that's some of the stuff behind the scenes that goes on. Hat off to the Lutzen team, Bill Lutzen team, for getting that win. I'm sure we'll see him again, race him again, and it'll always be a good time. So check our video out and see what you think.